Hey guys, Chmelaeon.com here. Today I am excited for the Hitch Clamp 2-inch receiver anti-rattle hitch mount. Before I go any further, we have an Amazon link in the description below to stop that annoying rattle on your hitch, which should look something like this. So we're going to stop that crap with one of these. So, to get into it, I find a lot of reviews actually put the clamp on, but they never really go into the actual details of this thing. And I'm going to show you the pros of it and why I highly recommend it over, let's say, one that's like maybe $5 cheaper on Amazon. Okay? So here's the deal. Before I get really into it, here's the deal with hitch clamps. So if I go on Amazon, which we have a link in the description below, the majority of them are these 1.25 2-inch hybrids, okay? So they work for both. And I'm not saying they're bad, but here's one indication already. So this thing's got a really sharp, I wouldn't say sharp, but really, you know, it's got an edge that can put a lot of, I would say, pressure on one point, whereas this thing has a nice rounded, beveled edge. So if it's bouncing on the road, or it's at least taking the weight of something that's on the road, it's going to be a lot less punishing on your trailer or your bike mount or whatever you're going to be mounting this to. And here is the hitch clamp. By the way, this thing is made for 2-inch, okay? But the company also creates ones that are literally sized to fit. So they have a 1 1/4 inch, they have a 2-inch, and they even have a 2.5 inch. That's probably for some pretty heavy duty trucks. And they also make these ones that fit right over the lip of your hitch mount, of your hitch, the little lip, it goes right over. And then they have a bolt that's built into it, and you just tighten down the bolt and it goes right on. So I thought that was another neat feature. Or they have these cross clamp ones, which are the ones that I like. Number 2 is the fact that, let me grab this really quick. No one really talks about this that much online, but they're one of the, I think they're one of the few, if not the only company that actually thought through the idea of putting washer, bolt, locking washer, and then another bolt. So this thing is not going anywhere for a hitch mount. The problem with these other ones, I'm not saying they're gonna break on you, but you know, it's just washer, locking nut, one bolt. What happens if this thing decides to go off on the road and then one bolt's off? You know what I'm saying? These guys actually thought through with CNC or CAD on how to actually design one of these things, whereas people just skimped out and only put one nut on the bolt end. Duh. I thought that was kind of stupid as far as the competition is concerned. So that is what they got going on for cross clamps. They also got 1 1/4 inch ones. Unlike the hybrids, these are made for size because they're designed and well crafted. And there's one thing else I wanted to show you guys on the cross clamp. Give me 1 second here. They have an instructional YouTube video. Here's how it mounts. It goes right underneath the lip, or it can actually be mounted the other way. So you see how that's going on like that? If you want to put top side up, you mount it like that. So that's catching on the top lip and then going up depending on your clearance below. Because another thing is, I actually noticed this on my car, I don't know what you would call it, I think like these little chain holes. Mine are really close to the lip, so it didn't go under, but it does fit over and it still locks it into place. So I thought I would mention that if you guys have a fear of getting one that'll actually fit, or you can get these ones that just go right over your hitch clamp. Once again, guys, we're going to have Amazon link below for the hitch clamp series as well as all other hitch clamps. But if you have a 2-inch receiver, I would highly recommend it over one of these hybrid ones if you want something heavy duty that's not going to bounce around because it's only got one bolt. Duh. Thought that was kind of strange. So I'm going to read a couple things off about this thing, and then I'm going to get into the end of this. Eliminates the wobble, sway, or rattle between your hitch and receiver. Designed for use with most hitch-mounted bike racks and cargo carriers. A simple design that is easy to install and simple to use. Easy to install without removing the hitch, and it's made in the USA. It doesn't say it on here, but it's actually zinc-coated steel, high-grade steel, I should say. So let me grab this really quick. Just want to pop this over. I think it says zinc-plated on the site. Probably made in the USA. Yep, zinc-coated, 1-inch solid steel. 4.5, 13 nuts, 2 washers, 2 lock washers. All of this stuff is zinc-coated, so you don't have to worry about your nuts rusting onto your bolt. And pretty good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to read off their instructions, get out of here, other hitch, and let's see what's up. So they also have, not only do they have a YouTube video for installation instructions, but they have a parts list hooked about how to install just from this piece of paper. Hook the bottom of the U-bolt on the back of the side receiver flange. Slide the crossbar over the threads of the U-bolt. Install a flat washer on each side of the U-bolt. Thread a nut on each side of the U-bolt and tighten on each side, finger tight. Tighten both nuts one turn at a time, switching between the nuts so there's equal pressure on each side. Once each side is tight, add the lock washers on each side, and then lock the nuts. Tighten the bolt nuts to compress the lock washers, and the hitch clamp can be installed with the crossbar on top or bottom of the receiver. Have fun and enjoy your next adventure. Pretty good stuff. I recommend this brand. Very well made, high quality steel, zinc plated, double bolt secured with a locking washer. If you have anything of value that you're pulling, I would recommend this over the hybrid 1.25 2-inch ones if you want a really secure lock. Or you can go with a 1.25 cross clamp, or even the ones that slip over. So, with that said, that's basically it. Chmelaeon.com is out on that note. We have an Amazon link below to buy these things, but we may also have a exclusive deal with this company where it may be cheaper than Amazon. So be sure to check that out in the description below. And on that note, Chmelaeon.com is out. Peace.